What's good, y'all? Sounds here. I am back. I am actually back. Now I'm back. Let me fix this screen real quick. Wow. Let's see everything. All right. Good. Good. But yeah, Daily Premonition 2. Believe it or not, I think I made a video on this channel. I think a while ago. I don't know if it was on this channel, on my original channel. Also, I heard this game got performance issues, but I heard the story is actually kind of good. That's kind of like the first Daily Premonition, which is crazy. I actually play that game, man. We're gonna talk turn this down a little bit. But yeah, I actually suffered through the game because people kept telling me that the story was compelling when I first played Daily Premonition back on the Xbox. I said, what the hell this game was when I played it? 'Cause I was confused. Well, I've turned into a whole Let's Play. I don't know. I kind of do want to play Daily Premonition, not Daily Premonition, Ghost of Tsushima. And I know there's another game coming out, but we'll see. Alright. But I don't know. The game is it's very charming, I guess you could say. It's kind of hard because the first game had like the same issues. I need to get my cameras right here. It's funny because personally, I was gonna wait till they probably port this over to the PC or something to actually play it. I don't know if Nintendo
God damn it.
this game or
What a
not.
way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
I'm gonna go straight.
Quiet down. Ha! You have any idea what you've done?
Oh my god.
I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other.
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve this?
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
But yeah, that's the reason I was intrigued to play this because I actually played the first one. I know the first one has like a cult following. Cause like I said, the
And no
gameplay
red,
is very
remember?
ass in this game, but the story was like a big ass plot twist in the first one. What the hell are you doing? Oh.
It's open. Come on in.
I'm kind of mad they actually gave it away, like who it was, even though we already know who it was. I think I could bear through this game because I actually suffered through the first one. I went through it. Like I said, it was moments I actually wanted to uninstall this game at times, but I actually stuck it out with Daily Premonition 1. Alright. Oh my god, you rolling the tree?
You have questions for us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Francis Zach Morgan. Okay, I say, whoa, what's going on? I had to wear my do-rag because I got a haircut and like I don't want to wear these things. I actually do got a headset. think I can sit back. I'm not in try hard mode. Try hard mode. Also, I have been live streaming on Twitch also, so you could check out my live streams.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan?
Oh,
man. I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
This game look like 20 frames.
Seriously.
30 frames.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but...
Paris, New York.
Don't ask me about my fairy.
Man, I'm looking at
That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived.
Change the light. Oh, it's too bright.
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
X to look.
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable. I won't get another chance to talk to him face to face like this. I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit. Letters of appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice. They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them.
Okay. Special service in the public purposes.
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the inside-out flesh skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year.
Oh shit, St. Louis? Oh shit, that's where I'm from.
Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable.
I feel like my do-rag is like...
Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner.
It's York or Zach. I
Do you
forgot
mean
which
you
one it
worked
was.
with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, two highly sought-after fugitives.
Okay. Heart. Alright. You can use vision to acquire important hints. Detect them all pretty much. Hold L to use vision. Vision. Make your connection. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while
Oh,
we
got it.
speak?
Heard that.
I'm talking about... Yes, that.
You don't need to worry about us.
Wait, how you got a fireplace? You know, I ain't.
Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent.
I'm looking at the case right here. It looks, the artwork looks nice, but
Now please put out that
I've been
stinking
hearing things about
indulgence
the
right
gameplay.
this minute.
I mean, the game's not optimized very well.
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself. Using force.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
Alright.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, and perhaps he was a little too talented.
Enter game. Alright.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self.
I hope it don't take forever to get going in this game. Like
And-
the last one did.
Your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
13 minutes in.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough.
Damn, she's snapping.
She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
It's like some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Like she talks to herself. Like what she needs.
I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then. First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste,
I ain't gonna lie to you. The graphics on.
but the weight of the ivory
You can tell
just
Nintendo
feels so
exclusives
good in
is
our
better,
hands.
even though all the games are more cartoony-ish.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's
can't
probably
stand
just
chess.
replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself. When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
How you know? You even look through everything.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history. He was simply playing chess,
Hey, that envelope looks hella
all
familiar.
alone.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I feel like this is gonna be a minute to get this actual gameplay.
I don't understand it.
So I'm gonna lean back, play.
How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no, everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
So you hacked him.
Oh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
At least they talking, voice acting. I was about to go crazy. Alright, I don't get that yet.
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor. How do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner? And what if that human is also a high-functioning sociopath? Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity? If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know, and
Okay.
I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong?
Damn.
You sure put a lot of effort into
Why you
that
call her
approach.
Bill? That's Aaliyah, ain't it?
It's a
Son of
question
Bill.
about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
My nigga, York or Zach is high as hell. His eyes hella red.
Yeah. Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold. Colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun, powerless. And the temperature drops below zero, right in the middle of the day.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience. Belle.
Alright, that's it.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We
Think. Where was he at in the first game? I gotta look this up
solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
We stole the
Washington.
right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know.
Like I said,
If
the
you
game,
already
story
have
is
the
very
report,
intriguing in
then
this
we
game.
suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it? The body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
Damn. He said,
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
okay.
This keeps getting better and better.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess.
But nigga's still crazy, I know that for sure.
Sounds just like our story. Yes. Yes.
I'm mad I keep pressing
That
A.
went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding
They could
something.
have talked all by themselves. I gotta keep pressing.
I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents. You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best, but there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you all...
Warehouse.
Of course, we questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner, but we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on...
So,
Vacation, which don't make no
you
sense.
gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
Alright.
Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
Okay.
The large man, yes? No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
Okay, it's like I guess oh shit.
Who is it? This My Fairy character you keep speaking to.
You can't see her?
What's the old girl? Wait. You know what? I have a. No, I ain't gonna say it. No, I'll say it. A little plant base behind him. I wonder that's like an Easter egg or
Such
something
bad manners.
from the first game.
You barge into our apartment, yet you don't even care about who else is living here.
Dissociative identity disorder. In the past, it was known as multiple personality disorder.
I need a massage, goddammit. But can't do
You
all
were
this.
subjected to an internal probe only once
Pandemic.
during your career, correct? They suspected that you had DID, but you denied it. And no problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt with the psychological profiler back then, too?
This might be a long video.
Saying strange
Should've made
things,
this a live
weaving
stream.
unrelated matters together. Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle. But my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there, on your lap this entire time. Hey! Stop it! No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy, now would we? Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
Okay, I'm
We've been right here in our apartment
I'm
this
confused.
entire
I was
time.
confused in the first Daily Premonition.
That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries. And they always have the most bizarre timing.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere.
God damn, it's a lot of text.
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Stop choking.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
I was looking at this earlier.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection. You must live a very comfortable life.
We're retired, remember?
I mean, Zach been smoking that joint for like...
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law.
I can't do that, person. That's too much time consuming. Especially the type of stuff I do.
Guide us.
I watch movies every now and then unless I'm on a date with or the chick forced me to watch movies.
Films are filled
But
with
I like to get work
every
done most of the
important
time.
life lesson there
Since
is.
I make music on my other channel. Subscribe to my music channel, Code Sounds, by the way. Plug.
Is that so?
Plug. Alright, let's go.
For example, They Live. 1988, directed by John Carpenter.
I wanna get
That
into all
film
this.
taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
Alright.
You know, you've got a point. Movies teach us about everything we need to know.
I need to get back into playing some multiplayers.
I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films.
Frozen pizza. Yeah.
Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
Alright, well, I'm looking at 80 bots.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
Why would you think that?
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance of baked beans? You didn't use much salt, did you?
What are you implying?
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing.
God damn.
That confused me.
This is a lot of text dialogue.
When I look
It's like
around
some
your
Metal Gear
room,
Solid type of shit.
all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death. Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
The ambivalence, yes.
What?
Alright.
Two contradictory
AC
emotions.
plus AC together.
An adult,
Adult,
mature,
blah, blah,
it's
blah.
common sense.
I'm getting impatient right now. But I'm on 40 minutes. Pushing 40 minutes right now. Alright. Hopefully this is the last
Mr.
part.
Morgan, I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
No.
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
Alright, but yeah, I do got story times, but I'll probably say that for
That's right.
Let's get to the
Sacred
channel.
places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon. Don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time, and what does he have to show for it?
Okay, I'm about to say, what the
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on, I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones,
Oh, right.
he's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more.
Oh my god.
Agent Jones? Did you find the files?
Hey, Greenville case files.
Mr. Morgan,
Oh my god.
do you recognize these files?
Whew.
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice!
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded. Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan? I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now.
Oh, back to more text dialogue.
I'm sorry for being so careless.
Whew. Alright, let's get back.
I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear.
Okay, I think I. Okay, okay.
Please.
Now we getting something.
Accept my
somewhere.
deepest apologies.
I can see with the red thing.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red, either.
Oh, that's why he took the title off.
Don't ever touch one. I told them not to. Why would they do that? Make them go away. Sanctuaries.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you again. I'll keep them away from us.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case. This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people
I ain't gonna
finding
lie
out
to you,
about?
you might not even get to see no damn gameplay this video.
Good question.
And he just got-
But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now, do we?
You're already retired. What are you so worried about?
It's just a simple habit. From back when we were still on duty. Didn't they bang that into your head when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try.
Please, man.
Could you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means to you?
Oh yeah, I was doing ring fit adventure because I ain't go to the gym anytime soon because of this quarantine Rona outbreak.
Sanctuaries are
People still going to the gym, it's
sanctuaries. Nothing more and nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
Why do you wish to know?
Just curious.
Just curious.
Belle. You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to be. Don't you agree, my fairy? What do our sanctuaries have to
I
do
think I
with
know
the
who this fairy is,
investigation?
but I'm just-
If you're out of questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
No.
What is it, Simon? We hope you've got a real question for us.
Well, actually, I'm also a little curious myself. No one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
We'll try to speed this up. I feel like I'm watching a movie. A sci-fi movie. Alright. Reveal.
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
Oh yeah, that sounds fucking great.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem.
Uh,
The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push.
dude don't got a joint in his head.
One more thing that can summon up the past.
Alright. Clock and trash.
The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that a...
That's right. John Harrison's fifth chronometer, completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude. No, that's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
I disagree.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about idiocy. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone. We have our eyes to read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or storming?
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
Hear that, my fairy? Courage and a love for adventure?
I can't find a good stopping point right now.
Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives
Since I'm
have been
clicking
claimed
A,
by your
I'ma stop this
pals'
part right
courage
here
and
and
adventure.
start back up in the next part. So if you enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be right back.